It's locked, all right.
I should find another way to get into the neighborhood. I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Stupid newborn! You cannot win this! This is mine!
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked.
I will crush you! You shall learn! Give me your blood! You shall learn to... Die! Kneel, traitor!
Louise's father was determined to find and save her.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. I can't believe I'm doing this.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
You're feeble!
Dirty arsehole! Vampyr will never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Your prey is mine now!
Let me go, you bastard!
Got to know better!
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
This is
How
my
long are you gonna
territory!
keep me locked in here?
Stupid newborn!
Disgusting arsehole! Vampire or not, I'll never be alright! How long are you gonna keep me locked?
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale, and be careful. Until we meet again. You should return.
Thank you for...
Goodbye, Miss T.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient.
Too long indeed. And as a token of...
Do you need...
Oh, yeah,
I'm...
perhaps.
Does your daughter still work?
Have you not seen Carol since you returned?
So you're less afraid.
Some things
Why would...
she does not...
You...
Maybe you...
What?
I'm still...
Tell
I wouldn't.
Really?
Don't get.
Have you...
Other than
Do you...
every.
Did he...
No, he.
But isn't...
That was before.
May I...
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Doctor. I hope
It's
you can
locked,
stay
all right.
Longer this time.
It's locked, all right.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar.
I think I would remember.
That's odd. I'm certain...
I'm afraid not, sir. Tell
We are waiting.
and why?
Because we need...
Why do you want to leave?
I'm not...
Can,
As
please.
Do you... You... I stop...
But what
Does it...
Tell
I just...
Who?
I really can't...
And what?
This per...
But why?
Well... I've...
Goodbye, Mr.
Good evening, sir. May I...
I'm conducting an investigation.
And who are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan.
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard.
Do you need med?
I'm afraid...
I'll try. What are you in?
Mr. Kim...
What?
Mr. Kim...
Do you,
Who does...
What else?
Aloysius...
What are you?
I told?
Do you?
Yes,
What?
I know.
Why?
Crimin...
No.
All right.
What?
I'm the one up.
What?
I'm the one...
And what?
We both know the situation is critical.
What?
I'm not...
Haven't I told?
All right.
Tell me all you know about that.
I'm not even...
How could?
That's my mate.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Seems violence and madness are now contagious. There is something strange and incoherent about...
Good evening, sir. I am.
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time...
That's all you need.
Well, is it not
I suppose you're.
I am Agamemnon, but...
What?
You should ask...
May I?
I don't.
You must.
From what
May I?
I... He...
Is that-
Pericles?
What?
It's the...
Why is?
Because I'm...
I still enjoy.
Then I am... Who? The more I think about
But what else?
I don't know.
I'm.
Have you ever... At least...
What can you?
You should ask that question to my brother instead.
Goodbye.
Hello again.
Good. Good evening. What can you tell?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place...
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes.
Good to see you too.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever met?
Yes.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare book.
Do you need...
Oh, please, sir.
Don't be shy.
Thank you, sir.
Why?
I am help...
I'm
I do the best...
Why?
Oh, no.
What can you tell me?
I don't speak...
What can you tell me?
Some of our...
Have you...
No.
Does he not...
No.
Do you...
Oh, yes, Doctor.
Do you...
No.
Do you...
Oh, no.
Goodbye.
Good morning.
Best be your phone.
Oi! Didn't you hear me? Die!
We cannot be defeated! Filthy murdering bastard! The power of the Lord commands!
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
It's locked.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
I will become your maker.
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
What do you know?
What I do know.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen, as long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall?
Yes, it will be
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess.
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last! All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?